Hello everyone, thank you for watching those breaks. Well, those ads, and that break, singular. Other semifinal, just about ready to go. Lillekanin is probably watching the stream or something. Lobby was set up by our amazing admin. So they've been waiting for a while. They just AFK'd. But it will be Lillekanin versus True. Thanks to JWrath1 for the 5-on-3 sab. Keep talking about balls touching. It's getting me all hot and bothered.
The real
Griffin.
talks. The real talks.
Do you want to continue about it, or should I continue talking about it?
I mean, the thing is, right? The balls are really sensitive.
Okay.
And I don't mean this in like an awesome sexual way. I mean this in a, oh, I shifted my weight slightly too much to the left, and now my stomach hurts because I sat on my balls sort of way. So, I know we're making jokes about balls, guys, but I want to bring it back to a serious note, and that a gentleman's balls are a very, very big deal. And if you are ever in a position to fondle, grope, hit, or slap them against anything, please don't.
What if they like it?
You know what? Even if they think they like it, they shouldn't, because the amount of pain, like, there is no, you could not hit any other part of my body and cause as much pain as a gentle tapping on the balls could do.
What about kicking the penis? Like, on the penis?
You know what? That would probably hurt. But as long as you didn't break it, and, like, I think it'd be okay. I think it'd be manageable.
Interesting. Thanks for the life lesson, Rifkin.
Fucking Snoot in chat. Sorry, Snoot, I guess joining us for the end of the cast to see his victory, and just hears us talking about fondling balls, and is probably just like, what the fuck? BaseTradeTV.
Really?
I know you guys are off topic, but come on.
He doesn't
I
come
just
in
showed
here.
an excellent, amazing victory, and you're gonna stop.
He doesn't come in here and says it seems about right. Oh, he's ready. Whoopsie.
No, I love Snoot. He's a funny guy. All right, we're gonna get to King Sejong Station, game number 1 of the other semifinals. It's been a bit of a long day, but we'll see how long this series may go. Just again, that quick reminder that Lillekanin is sometimes an odd player, but also sometimes a very all-in player, and sometimes a cheesy player, and just an absolutely wonderfully fun Terran to watch because of all these many things.
That's absolutely true. But True, absolutely true. Speaking of True, he's one of those
That wasn't
really.
even good. No, back up.
Shut up. No, shut up. No, I do whatever I want.
No, you back up, girl.
You know, sometimes I want to read Red Eye's like guide to broadcasting entirely and see how many rules we break.
I know, right? I constantly will say commercial break, like for example.
Okay.
Look, I'm just saying, you have to score at least a 2 out of 10 on a bad
2 out
joke
of 10?
to make it worth like.
Not just a 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5 does not translate to 2 out of 10. Who taught you math? Don't you know how Common Core works?
Common Core?
See, now that's a.
Is it like Armored Core? An awesome video game in the PlayStation.
Do you not
era?
actually know what the Common Core is?
No.
Oh, we've talked about this on stream before. It's that really stupid method of math they're trying to teach.
I remember talking about methods
Where 2
of
plus
math.
2 can equal 5 because the answer isn't what matters. It's about showing the work to get there.
Oh, that's what it's called?
I think it's called Common Core. At least that's what I've seen in
Oh.
news media. Maybe it's got a better name.
Yeah, I definitely forgot about that. I remember that we talked about different ways that we learn, though, because I remember we talked about how, like, our parents learn something different, or, like Koreans learn something different in their school, and that my mom would try to help me with, math problems, and she'd be doing it in such like a weird way, and I'd be like, I don't understand. What's happening? Why are you making, like, lines to either numbers? I don't understand. I don't get it. There's something important going on. So, it's the best of 3. Game number 1, King Sejong Station. The top left as the Red Zerg. He is Ice Storm Gaming's True. Newly, moved to the USA.
And his opponent not moving anything except across the map. It's the Green Terran, Lillekanin. And he's doing this without gas, so it's not Reapers. We've
Yeah.
constantly lamented about the Marine version of this not being great. But maybe on King Sejong, it's the magic number. Maybe it's these old maps that work best. I don't know. Quick shout-outs gotta go out to my man, Max Diffie, hitting us up with an 18-month resub. Very nice.
You know when sometimes people tell us to stop talking about something and you just want to show it, like shove it in their face? Balls, 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 balls. Juggling balls. Flicking balls. Zenyatta balls.
So
Okay.
anyways, the depot comes down over here as well. Lillekanin is really dedicated to this.
Sorry. Yes, he is, and True still doesn't know about it. I mean, you're not really going to typically be looking for proxy racks. I mean, even back in the day, 2 Raxes, I don't think King Sejong was that popular for them. And, you know, seeing this is suspicious. At first, your mindset's like, oh, are they afraid of me? Are they having a command center on the high ground? Is this guy that bad? And then the Marines come in and you're like, oh, no.
Actually, it's funny because True has been out of the scene for so long. This is something I think everybody comes into this blindly expecting Lillekanin to do, this move. True doesn't because he doesn't play these cups often. He's been playing against Code's Terrans, not against Lillekanins.
Yeah. Oh god, this is it was such a surprise. There's not much that you could really argue True could have done.
Kind of just did. This never works on anybody. That's true what they say about the Korean Zergs, Zombie Grub.
They really are worse.
Korean Zergs are really just that bad.
Oh my god.
Hydra is doing well because he lives in North America.
That's true. Yeah, he's lived here long enough. He's not a Korean Zerg anymore.
Oh, this is true. Get it together. You're all over the place today.
I will wreck you.
I will end you. I swear. Unlike what True's doing to Lillekanin is the one ending True in this game 1. Yeah, they waited so long to play, and then True just not ready for this. He's pulling the drones. And he's picking up like 1 Marine at a time. But there's 0 mining going on by it. This is actually all the drones. His income is just falling to 0 across the board.
It's 12 drones. There's just 12. True, you really can't do anything, buddy. I swear. You can't even make another Ling.
I guess what's funny is Lillekanin doesn't have any defense in his main. So these 2 Lings would normally do damage, except the SCVs should be able to defend against it alone. In fact, he doesn't even need all the SCVs, and he knows it, so he just immediately puts like 90% of them back to mining.
Bye, Ling.
This is a non-issue.
Okay, GG.
GG.
Oh, God.
All right, well, Lillekanin, ladies and gentlemen, will take the first game against True. Like, what? What?
So, not to knock Lillekanin, because it's going to sound like it for a minute. Say he beats True with cheese and weird things, because it might not even be cheese weirdness. It might be, like, mech weirdness, right? He goes on to face Suit. I really think Suit just 3-0s him, like, super easily. Not that it's any different than any other Terran that's getting into the finals, but, like, Suit is, A, probably watching the stream a little bit, and then B...
Oh, he's in chat right now commenting on the cheese.
He's played versus this guy enough times. In other matches, I know he knows how he plays, so, like... I don't know,
That's what's funny, because, like, again, like, most people know what to expect with Lillekanin. I actually truly think True's at a disadvantage from not playing over here. Now, the argument can be made, like, okay, Korean Terrans are equally cheesy and can be even just as deadly, and I would agree. But the difference is knowing that you're going into a game versus reality where he's going to 2-rax you because he's done it 10 times before, versus coming up against some random foreigner you've never played before who, yeah, look, he's not notable. I love the guy to death, but he doesn't have big wins. Not a lot of people know him. Like,
Yeah.
It's a good first game for him, that's for certain.
I quickly, took a glance at who he beat. He 2-1 Tails, Lillekanin that is. So that's, I think, because he actually has the most difficulty sometimes with, like, coming up with new cheeses versus Protoss. But Tails isn't really doing that well. So, okay, I definitely believe that. And the rest of them are people we don't really know. But, True, yeah, this is, like, this first foray into the weirdness of Lillekanin specifically, but also just foreigner play, I suppose. I wonder if there's anyone at the house that he can just be like, hey, what is this guy doing? I don't understand. Is he like this? And they're like, oh yeah, that's that. He's like this. And he's like, oh. I think they're getting bugged.
All right, bets are in, by the way, and it's 5K on Lillekanin and 20K on True. So if Lillekanin does win this series, that's gonna be quite the upset. And the mods better not fuck up.
It's not even as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We've had bets in the past couple of days that were like, there's one that was like 5,000 or 15,000 to 1,000 or something.
I've tried to invite him a ton of times. I think he needs to relog.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go relog. So, Just taking a few minutes here, guys. Sorry, but we'll get into this other game ASAP. Again, it's gone a little bit long. I want to remind you guys, today is also the last day of like our Super Cups, as there's still a Chairs for Gaming cast coming after this. I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying that. The viewership for it's been a bit meh, but still, nonetheless, gives our good friend Fear Dragon the opportunity to cast more, which we know he's happy about, and we love having him do. But
yeah. Oh. I'm gonna have to friend this guy.
I feel really awkward. I've been getting a lot of friend requests recently, but I don't know where from. Like, I'll log onto the Battle.net with like 5 new friend requests, and I'm like, I don't know any of you guys. No way.
Overwatch. I even had the same thing. So many people on Overwatch want to friend me, and I won't even notice, because it's really hard to notice, actually. And then I got into StarCraft 2, and I'm like, oh.
In fairness, when I play Overwatch, I am also on the lookout for lots of 12-year-old boys that I can add to my friends list.
Oh, are you saying that this is just special to me because I'm a girl? All right. Fine.
You know, it's funny because I like to tease and all that, but it was so weird actually having you and Sleepy in the same game yesterday, because it wasn't really apparent to me just how different, or excuse me, like less feminine you sound. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, but it's just kind of like,
what?
Oh, I'm playing into like the 12-year-old boy meme now. This actually might be a real thing.
Aw, feels bad, man. Yeah, I actually don't know. I could not tell you. I could not argue on my behalf that I sound more feminine, because I don't care and I don't know.
Oh, you don't. Like, I don't, like at this point, even when you do like your Valley Girl, like quote unquote accent, it doesn't even sound that feminine.
Yeah, I think it's A, it's my voice just in general, but B, I think I talk like, if you're gonna talk about like
you know what it is? I think I got it. I think I understand. You ready? Okay, you with me on this one? All right. Okay. So here's the deal. I think you know we were talking about balls earlier, right?
Right. Okay. So anyway, it's also just that like I don't know, like we watched that one movie, right? The In a World or whatever. Where you even think that was hilarious. This is not worth it. In the top left has the red Zerg. It's Psystorm Gaming's True.
Alright, and his opponent in the bottom right. He's up 1 game on this frosty game 2. It is Lillekanin, who is going to be doing Reapers this time, not Marines.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so True. Most European Zergs I think I've seen so far, so Snoot and Guru, basically, have been going for pool first, and sometimes even adding on the Roach Warren just to, like, you know, in cases, basically, and then soon even cancel the Roach Warren, you know, after you realize it wasn't, and we've had other cases where Zergs would just make 3 Roaches and do whatever they wanted with it when they realized it wasn't 3-Rax Reaper. So they're paranoid against it. But True, I mean, if he doesn't know Lillekanin, he's probably thinking, oh, you cheese me once, don't ever cheese me again. Because that's, you know, usually it's cheese once in a best of 3 unless you are known as a cheeser and then expect it every single game. And he might not know that. So he goes for a very standard macro build, not looking to get a Roach Warren probably, and we'll just have Speedlings against this. Now, that doesn't mean he'll lose automatically. Like, the surprise factor in that last game was something I don't think you get with this build. Maybe if these are all proxied, but they're not. So I think he still has a chance. And in fact, I still would say with his micro, I think should be better, but we will see.
Well, the thing about this that's so annoying is it is something that snowballs one way or the other, and it's either heavily in your favor or heavily out of your favor. So Lillekanin really putting a lot on the line here, but the fact that he's up 1 game in the series kind of justifies this choice.
Whoa.
And that first Reaper going down is actually pretty devastating to this. Normally we talk about like not even wanting to lose a Reaper period, but to lose one so early, that's quite bad actually.
It looked like he was trying to get down, like it wasn't a misclick, it just wouldn't go down. But maybe I missaw, maybe he really wasn't paying attention to it, but that is really bad, absolutely correct. And now, of course, True knows what's up, so he'll have, you know, instead of just trying to drone, being like, oh, it's only 1 Reaper, he's going to make more Queens, he's going to make more Lings, and he shouldn't die to this. It really sucks that 1 Reaper this like, soon into the game dies, means that we're basically saying oh, it's over for Lillekanin, but that's sometimes how it goes.
Well, he's not done yet. He's still getting some good hits. These Reapers might be without a friend, but they're starting to make up for it. These Lings are getting picked off, and I mean, True really shouldn't be engaging at all unless he's ready to actually dedicate to a fight. So the fact that he bled out some Lings is almost as bad as losing that Reaper. just kind of guessing around with these grenades, trying to get some hits where he can. There's a lot of them. Of course, loses another Reaper to a Queen. Not something he wants to do. Getting kind of close to being on the ropes here for Lillekanin, but True now he's got speed done, and he can start fighting these Reapers off of creep if necessary.
A little bit. Always got to be careful because grenades can really ruin your day, but you can try. You can also try and catch reinforcements. Looks like another Queen should go down here as the Lings were. I think they were like waiting to see maybe they could counterattack, maybe they couldn't, but
oh,
gonna
this
use
is
grenades.
no bueno. No bueno.
Yeah. I guess this wasn't. No, it was pretty bad.
It's the fact that it doesn't snow. He's down to 9
Yeah.
supply now. This is not good for LilCanine. And True, I'm not sure if LilCanine will just tap out here, but True doesn't actually have the means to break the wall yet, funny enough, so he would still need to dedicate to like Banelings or Drop Overlord or something.
Yeah. I think when you realize how many games have gone well after something like this, he should tap out, but there is not really a super good reason to quite yet. And I really want to see what LilCanine does after this. I mean, he has 3 barracks, but this isn't the first time in the history of StarCraft 2 that you having barracks means you're not actually going to use them. But he gets Stim, Combat Shield, Double Engineering Bay, he's got another command center on the way. He's looking for a late game and hoping that True maybe will give him that time for a late game. Thing is, it's going to be like, I don't know, like 6, 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes before LilCanine can really just, you know, say, oh, okay, that opening didn't matter anymore. Because during that entire time, the entire next 6 minutes, it's going to be, oh, I can't push out. Oh, I can't get my 3rd base. Oh god, True surprised me with extra Y technology. Like, it's going to be tough. You know how you were making fun of that guy last night for saying tech? You call him old? Isn't it so weird that when he uses it out of StarCraft 2 context, it makes you sound old, but when you use it in StarCraft 2, it makes it normal? And technology is the weird thing to say when you're talking about StarCraft 2.
Well, it's also weird because you think about Zerg. Is it really tech or is it like biology, right?
Is technology just biology with robots?
No, I would say biology is technology without robots.
Either way, I'm blowing my mind here.
Oh, there's those grasshoppers that evolved that have like gears in them. Have you seen those?
No, I can kind of imagine them though.
Yeah, they're like I don't know, something about their leg joints are evolved in a way that it helps them jump further or farther or something. It's kind of cool. But anyways, regardless of this, guys, bunker wall up coming down,
okay.
not going to help against overlords dropping things into the main base.
My bad, guys. Score wasn't updated. I'm talking about balls and stuff, you know.
That's why you need 2 zeros down there to score.
Exactly.
It's a pair of balls.
Exactly. Yeah, as I was saying, the potential here for LilCanine to push out is very, very low, especially without Medivacs. But even with Medivacs, you know, I'm not really sure he's ever going to catch True off guard. Whoa!
That was a big hit, but not big enough.
And just the Reapers exploded in midair, and then the blood, and just all the graphics combined was awesome. Anywho, that I think is I mean, it's not the last of LilCanine's aggression, but I just don't know how it's going to surprise True. True is going for what I did not expect, though, which is, like, Ling upgrades and maybe Mutas, because he's got a Bailing Nest. So it's not like double upgraded Lings into Hive Ultras, but...
You know, he's also had overlords floating around the base for so long. Like, he knows how long it took LilCanine to recover off this. The fact that he's giving him all this time, though, is astonishing. Now, this drop is kind of cool. It's going to be able to weaken a lot of the SCVs, and then the Lings will get the killing blows, but LilCanine's not paying attention. Okay, he does pull away. He's paying attention. Overlord's coming to the natural base simultaneously, though. Is he looking over here? I don't think so. So one of these is going to get good kills.
That was pretty good. 13 SCVs down. Yeah, I would say that as long as True was capitalizing on his advantage, whether that's through, like, out-expanding him or out-droning him, then it doesn't matter how much time LilCanine has in this game to live. He's not living very well. And because the Bailings actually did damage, I would say that was enough. If they didn't do any damage at all, which looked a little scary for a second that they wouldn't, it'd be like True just kind of wasted some larva, but... Okay, it's not a Spire. It is an Infestation Pit with just Bailing speed, though.
So this kind of makes sense to me, though. Thinking back to True, he was the guy who was originally doing like those 8-minute Hive timings, right? To get Ultras out as fast as possible at the beginning of Legacy of the Void. I know his playstyle's changed around a little bit since then, but just going directly towards Ultras, especially against a player who's stuck going Marines and Widow Mines, maybe the better choice.
Yeah, maybe. It's really different. It's a nice change of pace from Snoot, I suppose, and his ZvT. And there's that
Yeah,
hive.
stupid Snoot just winning everything and making the game look broken. God, I hate that guy.
I mean, if we're gonna be real for a second, you're kind of making all these cups boring. We know you're gonna win.
It's actually, it's more like good guy Snoot. He knows that Zerg doesn't need a queen buff, so he's trying to show us.
Right? He's like, look, guys, queens are already pretty good. Don't buff them. I swear to God, if they buff them.
No, it's not even that. Like, all jokes aside, it's like, hey guys, look, Ravagers are actually a thing. Nerd Show Mia figured it out. Why haven't the rest of you?
8 drones go down. That's some pretty nice damage to return to the Banelings. Overlord almost went down too. What else we got going on? This guy didn't do anything. Lings over here. There is a bunker, but you would argue on the wrong side of the SCV line. True doesn't commit though. This doesn't work out either, and Lillekanin's really not doing a terrible job turtling with bio. You know, that one drop dealing a bit of drone damage is actually pretty good since it is only one drop. It also scouted, so he knows he's on that timer.
Oh, round 2. Coming on in.
Haru.
Haroo.
Oh, came first. Oh, damn.
So Lillekanin's going to go with the attack that he has in the top right, and that's really all he has going for him. But there's not going to be a lot of recovery options beyond this, having lost as much as he has.
Okay, this needs spread. The armor supply is not that great for him. These women are going to do some pretty baller hits, and they don't do it. They don't do it.
Nope.
Game.
GG. All right, ties up the series 1-1, and that's going to carry us through to the ace match. We're going to play a small commercial break and get out of the way as quick as we can so the players don't have to wait at all, and then we'll get into this last game. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, we're going into the ace match between these two players. Wouldn't have expected it, but when you really think about it, Lillekanin has tricks up his sleeve. The question is, what will he use here?
So here's the thing about Lillekanin, right, before we introduce this. He's a guy who has not a guaranteed... He's never always going to take one game off of anybody, but he's one player who has the potential to take one game off of anybody. You could put him up against, I think, somebody like Rogue, and eventually he would take a game, whereas there's a lot of Terran players you could say would just never ever touch him. Like, there just it would always be 0 every single time. Maybe that's a bold claim, maybe it's not, but I mean, he does win games sometimes to weirder things, and I love that he thinks outside the box and is willing to be cheesy. Either way, in the bottom left side, he has tied the series up 1-1, and looking to move on to those finals, it's the Green Terran, Lillekanin.
In the bottom right, Az, the Red Zerg. He is Sizestorm Gaming's True.
Now, you could argue the way I phrased that, it made it sound like Lillekanin won that last game, but I want to say it very definitively that I phrased it like that because I feel like he lost that last game, and it was really on him. The choice to go for Reapers on that map was not bad. That's certainly one of those few maps where like Reapers are conducive, but the fact that you're trying to go Reapers right after cheesing somebody like True, you already know they're going to be on edge for the defense. Like, I don't know why he thought that was going to be a game for him, you know?
I didn't mind it so much. I think if that was you Thermal and he didn't lose the first Reaper, I think he might actually win. True, his defense against it, maybe he only defended as he did because he killed the first Reaper and realized this wasn't going to go that well for the Terran anyway. But we've seen Zerg players who kind of underestimate it, and they get, you know, only Lings and Queens, and they still die. What?
There is a new James Franco movie coming out.
So
you know how much I love James Franco? Okay, whatever.
Okay, but what is it about? I meant, like, continue.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. It's just called Why Him. It's got Bryan Cranston in it, too.
Who?
Breaking Bad guy.
Yeah, I knew, but I know you always get tilted. I only know his name because of you, to be honest. I would have never got his name anywhere else.
99% of the time when I describe him, I actually don't go for Breaking Bad guy. I go for Malcolm's dad.
Yeah, that's the last time you described it. Because I think we were casting when you told me that the Power Rangers movie.
Oh yeah, with Zordon.
Yeah, and that's how you described him, as Malcolm the Little Dad. So.
That's gonna be sweet. I have no idea if I'm gonna love or hate that, right? Because like, here's the thing: a lot of you might not know, Power Rangers has continued to be a thing for like the last 35 years in Japan, and it's a big thing too, not like a once-off morning cartoon.
Even in America, I thought they still have Power Rangers.
It's I don't think so. Not to
Huh.
the degree that you're still pumping out like season after season
that's
after season
true.
with continuity. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I stayed out of Power Rangers for a while. Then I learned about Gokai Gar, which was like pirate Power Rangers, and
Right.
the
Yes.
craziness that was the world became under like the storyline I learned about Power Rangers blew me away. We'll get this attack happening. Was that the world became under attack by such a big degree they had to call in all the Power Rangers past and present type thing.
Yeah.
So you have this like huge 500-person battle with all these Power Rangers going on. It was crazy.
Yeah, I saw one episode of that, and we decided to watch the other one that I showed to you. So.
The Kamen Rider, yeah, kind of another version of Power Rangers, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Is that like Kamen Riders?
This is a big scout from True. He's gonna see, hopefully, the second starport. No, he doesn't go to the back of the. Oh, he does. Okay, so Lillekanin having 2 starports down is so many different kinds of red flags.
Yeah, that's a really good scout. I'm so glad True went for that early Overlord speed. Playing it smart now, since being cheese in game number 1. So it is gonna be Cloak from the Tech Lab here. And the Tech Lab here. So it's the Banshees, and then maybe the Liberators after that, and then mass air, basically. Question is, how does True defend against it? Back when we saw this about, I don't know, like once or twice every couple of days, people had multiple ways to defend against it. I mean, they played it like it was mech, they out-expanded, they just got mass amounts of army. Some people tried to kill them like it was mech, you know, like, kill them before they get too much, and some people went for air, spire, some people went for hydras and infestors. You know, it's a pretty personal choice. So far, True is only getting roaches, which, I mean, I think is like the one thing you wouldn't want to do. Is he going to try and all-in him? Because Banshees are going to be good in this situation. It's a Viking, too. That's kind of weird.
Well, the Viking may be shave off the Overlords, because if we know Liberator is going to take too long, it'd be ridiculous. But Banshees with Cloak are one thing. I guess the idea is that mutas aren't really the hard counter that they used to be with how easy Liberators deal with them.
No.
But I was really hoping this was going to be Banshees with speed.
Yeah, yeah. If the Banshee sees this and starts poking at the roaches, it's fantastic. Unfortunately, it moves past. It'll get on top of the third base and might even be able to kill the help of the Hellions if True doesn't react, but LilCanine has no idea this is on the way. The Banshee doesn't meet it. The wall's not up. This went really bad, and this ends up being really good for True, when really LilCanine with multiple Banshees should have just... I mean, not necessarily like fended off easy peasy, but should have had the SCVs not dying here, and...
Yeah, I agree, yeah. He's bringing everything he can back home for this. Hellions will take care of some of the Lings. I mean, let's be honest, the Lings are a lot more dangerous than the Roaches if this wall breaks. The Banshees are going to clean this up, but this gives True that time to get his lair finished up. Once that finishes up, Spire comes down probably right away. The SCVs are running away. Go to the Hellions, boys! Be cleansed by fire! The many... okay, well, it's not that many Hellions, but still.
Yeah.
Cleans it up.
Yeah, he saved some of them, but yeah, still 16 SCVs going down, and really interrupting the flow here.
Hopefully repairs some of these depots. That supply block's going to be real righteous.
Yeah,
there we go.
Does. Good thing. So he's still producing 2 Banshees at a time, because really, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not super expensive. Like, it's the only thing if he's building, right? Now that he starts adding on, I guess, an engineering bay for the wall, and he's going to soon have to add on, I think,
so
more production in an orbital, too.
4 Banshees can actually take on a Spore Crawler that doesn't get transfused. 5 make it really easy.
Yeah.
If he picks the Queens off here in the middle, the Hellions can maybe then run by. There's actually not a lot of ground defense, just a very awkward wall out of True.
Uh-oh. Well, first transfuse goes down, misses the second one. This one has a transfuse.
Oh,
no.
as we see Banshees bring the damage.
Thing is, he can get the hatchery. Eventually, the Spire will
Wait,
finish,
it's
and that's
gonna be like 1 or
the
2
Banshees.
mutas. It's literally going to be like 3 mutas at most right now.
Well,
he might have more money. It depends on what he has to invest in here to keep himself alive.
He's not
from
killing the
Banshees.
hatcheries. I mean,
Yeah, I really felt like if not the hatcheries, get the gas geysers, get something. Now the Queen goes down. The Hellion's going to be able to run in somewhere. Looks like he's just going to try and dogfight up here, but go for that mineral line. Just kill something. Look at he's being really indecisive right now, and this is maybe a problem. He's being far too peculiar about his choice on what to attack.
yeah, he's just everywhere. Nothing's super being focused now. The Queens are being focused. We'll have to take down about 3 of those Banshees. Lings go for the counterattack, and while there's a wall, that's going to require a lot of SCVs repairing.
Yeah, but there's no Baneling, so I mean they will be able to repair. It's the point. The Hellion's chipping away at the Lings on the other side of this.
These repairing.
Banshees are now trying to focus on this Spore Crawler repositioning itself. Easy peasy.
Yeah, Lings aren't going to try, as the repair was kind of there. One SCV per Spidey doesn't quite cut it, but
There's the mutas. This is problems because he doesn't have Liberators yet. Banshees are probably going to go down. He splits one off to try and save it. The other one that had Cloak Energy. These Banshees didn't do enough damage, though. This really should have been a closer to even worker count. I am astonished the Hellions never went to the third base and killed those drones. Like, that was another big problem for Lillekanin. That was a free drone line for him.
Yeah, that third base should have gone down, or the third base drones.
Both, actually. You could have chipped away at that for so long. The drones could have gone down, too.
I agree.
This is a bit scary now because, okay, you weren't immediately prepared, but with Widow Mines and Liberators out, he's going for mech. I love it. I love mech. I'm such a fan of seeing this happen. It's not good. I'm not going to pretend like it is, but I'm hoping to see him make this work versus True. Also, Lings, please, why?
Oh, whoa.
Those are the most disciplined Lings of all time. To sit there and watch their brothers die, to fire, and then take fire, and still just continue to sit there.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be sweet bait, though.
Yeah, it could. Oh, he sees it.
Still get some muta.
Yeah. A single Ling doesn't really need to lift the command center for it, but he's really, I think, worried there's going to be, like 50 roaches. Because with the way things that we looked, we saw the numbers, we saw what could have, should have happened. LilCanine is also probably kicking himself a little bit with, like, oh, I didn't get the third base, I really didn't get any drones, the Hellions, and maybe he thinks he's in an even worse position. He's about to be in a terrible one, with the roaches now on the way, but maybe expect them a little too soon. Third base comes down, more Liberators on the way, but that's where Ravagers come in. Need some cover. Cover's gonna be Cyclones. If only he had the time.
So, the Magfell Accelerator has me really questioning this. I like Cyclones and I like their new iteration with the cooldown. They're still weak units, though. And Magfell Accelerator, while it doubles the damage to the lock on it, only doubles it to armored units. So it's not going to help them with the Lings, it's not going to help them with the Mutas. It would only help with Roaches. And it's not going to be enough Hellions, I think, for that to matter, as there's a lot of Roaches already here. Widow Mines get some decent shots, but this doesn't look good for LilCanine.
No, it does not. The Liberators have to pick and choose. GG.
Well played. This means we're in for a ZvZ finals. Snoot versus True.
Oh boy. Oh goody.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright guys, once again, if you have not already checked out the links down below, Corsair provides some awesome high quality gear. We use keyboards, mice, and headsets all provided by Corsair. And not even because we're contractually obligated to. They're just nice and awesome and great. So make sure to check it out down below. We got some potential giveaways coming in the future months. Really happy that Corsair is finally sorted their inner turmoil and we can get back on track for this sort of stuff. But that being said, we're going to go to a small 2-minute break, and when we return, Snoot versus True in the finals.